Hey Crave, hey Velocity. So, a couple days ago, Autumn asked me to talk on fear, and last week, if you saw her, she spoke on how your biggest fears. Sorry, I'll leave the chair there. Your biggest fears may not be as big as you think they are. And I'm talking about, like, it could be from what you think is a scary guy to being a little squirrel on your roof. So I'm gonna talk about some ways that I've helped get rid of my fear. And one part that came to my mind was it Saturate last year. We were going to bed after a nice, awesome night, and just before I could fall asleep, I had to go to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom, thought I locked the door, and I'm pretty sure I did. And when I went to open the door, it just opened. I didn't touch it, nothing. So I was like, it could be just one of the guys, I guess. I looked in, it was dead silent. I was like, oh, well, I don't know. It could be wind or something. Now, weirdly, that night, one of the pastor there spoke on how he had an encounter with a demon. And I didn't want to go there yet because it's not a great spot to be in. So I just went in, laid on the floor. It was my night to lay on the floor. And almost the second I hit the floor, I didn't have a blanket. Almost the second I hit the floor, I started shaking so hard. I didn't know what it was. So, it's like, maybe I'm cold. So I walked over, I had my coat there. And I put it over top of me. I'm still shaking. It's like, well, I'm not cold. And then that demon thought started to come through my head. It's like, man, what? Maybe if I get my mind off of it, maybe that'll kind of help me not be afraid of it, and then I can kind of calm myself down. Well, almost 5 seconds into the video, my phone dies. It's like, okay, somebody doesn't want me to do this. Then I started thinking, oh my gosh, I gotta pray. And so I started praying, and I was like, God, I don't know what to do anymore. Just get me away from this. Let me get through the night. I've been praising you all weekend. Can you just help me out here? Can you let me go to sleep? And then I started using scripture. And then one scripture that I used that really helped me, I think is going to help you guys. It's Timothy 1:7. If you look up in your Bibles, it says that God gave us a spirit not of fear, but of love, power, and a soul mind. And each one of those can drive fear. Love. With love, it's the love of a child and a father. It's the love of a child and a parent. And God says that He is our Father. He is our parent. So if we just love on Him, then He's just always going to be right there. And let me tell you what, if you're afraid of something, with someone standing next to you, it just makes it easier. So with God there, it's almost like you're having a force field in front of you. Second is power. You need power. And the number one power that is used throughout the entire Bible is Jesus. Just His name in general can drive through fear. But the number one power that Jesus used was verse, scripture. And some verses, like in Psalm 23, it says, though I walk through the valley in the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. That can just drive into fear. And then the third one is a soul mind. When you're afraid, the number one thought that comes to you is to just be tense and always just let go. Number one thing that my parents tell me is first calm down. Because you're more open when you're loose. When you're tight, you don't let things in. So when you're afraid and you're tight, then you can't let God come and just let you go. So you just stay calm, be loose, and God will just come in and help you out. And so in these times of troubles, that's what you need. And so I started praying about it. Next thing I know is I'm waking up the next morning and I'm ready to go back in and sing my heart out, worship my heart out, go all in, and just worship Jesus again. And so yeah, that's what my challenge is for you guys. Is although we're going through a scary time right now, just use God. Use Timothy 1:7. Use the love of a father. Use the power of Scripture. And just stay open to God and let the good come in and just let the fears just drive out. So that's it for me. I love you, Crave. Love you, Velocity. And I hope I get to see you guys soon. See ya.